say thank you to the organizers of this expo. It's been really eye-opening, really amazing. So as someone who would say that they were quite familiar with the issue of Palestine, I've definitely learned a few things in the last 2 days that I didn't know before, and I've learned some practical skills which will hopefully help us on in-campus activism, etc. So I guess there are two parts of what I want to speak about. The first of which was my involvement as a student activist. So I went to the LSE just down the road, and there is quite a prominent Palestinian society, but there's also quite a prominent Israeli society. And so I think in some of the previous talks we've seen some of the issues that can arise by the fact that both of them, if they are quite prevalent on campus, they sometimes come to loggerheads. And so there are some issues around the fact that we have to be quite careful in how we define the Palestinian struggle and how we define Palestinian activism by the way we go about it. And I think there's no question in any of our minds that the onus is on us to be as responsible, as forthright, and as accurate as possible when portraying the issue of Palestine, because there are people out there to pick holes at every opportunity. There are people out there looking for any slip-up they can. And so as student activists, who are the most vulnerable in terms of Zionist or anti-Palestinian attacks, we have a great responsibility. Sure. And so that activism on campus really led me to get more involved. And so I started pursuing a career in politics, and that led me to the European Parliament. And I was lucky enough to be part of a delegation that actually went to the Palestinian territories and Israel last year. And that was really eye-opening. So alongside Tel Aviv, which is the metropolis that a lot of Western tourists get to see, I did see cities like Nablus, I did see Bethlehem, I saw Jerusalem as well, the eastern part of it. And I saw the structural impediments that really hinder Palestinian lives every day. Whether it was the onerous tariff on Palestinians being able to purchase land, whether it was the two-tiered education system where Palestinians weren't able to receive the same level of education, or whether it was the unholy fees on Palestinians gaining access to health care. And so if there is any doubt in anyone's mind whether there's an apartheid state, there should be no doubt anymore. The Israeli state and the Israeli occupation is predicated and is based on a systemic discrimination against the Palestinian people, and that is a fact, and therefore I think it's an enormous credit to all the people that have been involved in organizing expos like this, which really raise awareness around the issue, and I wish them all the best with it, and I hope that everyone who can get involved gets involved.